Hey everyone, I'm Jesse Friedman here from the PHNX D-backs podcast in a special segment as we have a special guest here on the show. It is none other than the Diamondbacks second round pick from the 2022 first year player draft, Ivan Melendez. Ivan, appreciate you joining us. I know you guys just played a game, so I imagine these days are a little long for you, but hey, if you're a baseball player, long days are what you sign up for, right?
Exactly. We're out here every day, playing every day, so can't complain about that. But thank you for having me once again.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I want to start with just the month of May for you. I know it was pretty impressive across the board from a numbers standpoint. Obviously, winning the Diamondbacks Organizational Player of the Month award. That's obviously a huge accomplishment. Congratulations on that. What do you feel like was just the biggest contributing factor for you in getting you to have so much success that month?
First off, thank you. Second off, I started my season pretty slow. Couldn't get a hit for like the first 2 weeks, and then I took a fastball to the face, so I was out probably roughly about a month or so. So I just felt like my attitude going to the ballpark every day was like I need to get things going. Like I got to turn something around quick, and I didn't want to be satisfied with like a good game, two good games, good games because of how big of like a hole I was in. I just thought like I had to bring it every single day, and I guess time flew by. Before you know it, a month goes by, and we're playing every day. So
Can you identify any specific swing changes or anything you did mechanically that maybe unlocked that new level of success for you?
yeah, I think my timing. I didn't really have like a full spring training because I was dealing with some hand problems, so I didn't really get as many ABs as everybody who broke camp on time. I was all, late swinging under. I had a big leg kick, so my leg was in the air for quite some time. I couldn't recognize the pitch. I couldn't see it as early, and now I'm thinking just kind of like toe tapping and not really having a big leg kick, and it's been helping me see the ball a lot better.
I think it would be an understatement to say you had some success in your last season at the University of Texas at Austin. Obviously, the Golden Spikes Award put up just incredible historic numbers there. What has it been like going from that environment and having all of that success to entering professional baseball and maybe going through some bumps in the road here in the early going?
Yeah. Well, that season I had, sometimes I still surprise myself. Like, how did I do that? Like, it just seems kind of random. Um, but when I first started pro ball, I started off struggling in low A. I was just kind of pressing. Like, I felt like I had to do too much. I was a high draft pick. A bunch of people knew my name, who I was, and so I felt like every day, like or every game, I had to get a hit. Every at bat, I had to get a hit or try to hit a homer, and that's just that's not how I want to go about things mentally. Like when I was at my best, I was just doing it like stress free, like just playing the game, and I felt like I was trying to force things. So I got into the mode of like I wouldn't want to say not caring as much, but just relax, take a step back, and play the game. Just compete pitch by pitch and at bat by at bat.
Defensively, I know that's another thing that certainly is a big factor here, kind of adjusting to the professional level and whatnot. I know it was primarily first base for you in college, but as you've moved into the D-back system, you've kind of split time at first base and at third base. What has it felt like getting some time at third base under your belt, and how have you felt over there?
Yeah. Last year when I first started playing third, I felt like the speed of the game was so fast. It'd been like 2 years since I was at third base because in college at Texas I was at first base because Power Five programs, like they have their starters and that's what they play. And now in the minor leagues, we're alternating because it's more about like the development and stuff. Trying to prep guys for the big leagues in the future and. Just talking to Barfield, he said that it's just going to help me later down the road, just adding versatility because the higher you go up in the minor leagues and all that, the way you perform is how you hit. So if you hit and you can play different positions, then it's really good for your future and your career. So
You mentioned Josh Barfield. I had a chance to talk with him at the end of last season, just do kind of a farm system in review. We talked about a number of players in the D-backs farm system, and including you. I remember last year at the end of the season, he talked about how although some of the surface numbers for you might not have looked as good as maybe you would have liked. He cited some expected stats where you actually had a 900 expected OPS or something like that toward the end of the season. What has it been like just working with Josh Barfield and the conversations that you guys have had and the relationship that you've been able to develop?
It's been good. I really like him as a person, how they're running things, front office wise in this organization. I love just how like they've treated me during spring training and giving me like priority in practice and at bats and all that. It seems like they're really pushing me to get better. So, I really appreciate that and just keeping it real and honest and what they want out of you. So I think that's a great part. But at the end of the day, like I just take it day by day and try to do my job and come to the ballpark and win and compete every pitch. So.
I noticed looking at some of the numbers, at least entering today, I think you had, want to say it was 17 hit by pitches entering today so far in your minor league career out of like 250 plate appearances, which is kind of a lot. I mean, that's almost like 10% of the time you're getting hit by a pitch. I know that was maybe sort of a thing for you in college, looking at the numbers there, but what do you attribute that to? And I don't know, is that sort of an asset for you?
I wouldn't want to say asset. I would just say it's more like they're trying to pitch in, and balls kind of ran away from them, and they hit me. I doubt it's intentional, but when I was in low A, I got hit probably that 10 times that first month I played, just because guys are throwing hard and balls are going all over the place. I've never seen so many guys get hit in the head and all kinds of things. So I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it's part of my game. I don't think I'm on the plate. I feel like I'm off a little bit, but I know sometimes they're going to try to throw in and try to break my bat, and sometimes it runs away. So that's probably why the number's so high.
Being in Hillsboro, obviously your manager Ronnie Gajownik, she's made a lot of history in a number of ways this season, taking over as the manager there. What has it been like just doing your job under her leadership every day?
I love it. She treats us like we're she doesn't treat us normally because she's a woman manager. She knows a lot about the game. She throws batting practice. She hits fungo. It's I don't really see like a difference or anything. So I think it's amazing what she's doing and how she's running the team and the energy she brings every day. And when she throws out the lineup the night before, she sends like a little message that's motivational and everything. So I like that a lot, and she's been good so far for us. So.
Do you have any specific stories that stand out about just your relationship with her, having her as a manager? Maybe any of those motivational messages that you just mentioned?
She's really funny. Like sometimes she throws out like some jokes that you don't get. Like when I came back from getting hit in the face, I went 0 for 4 with like 2 punch outs, and my second day back, she was like, "Hey guys, it's Ivan's opening night," like cracking jokes because I guess I wasn't there yesterday. Like I didn't do much, so her humor is pretty funny. That's people have to get to know her to see her humor.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm the same way, Ivan. People don't understand any of my jokes unless they at least know me a
Yeah,
little bit. I
yeah,
guess a lot of us are like that. I'm curious, just as far as your career in general and kind of your continued development here in the D-backs farm system. It seems like cutting down on some of the swing and miss, some of the strikeouts might be a bigger point of emphasis moving forward. What conversations about that have you had with hitting coaches, and what do you think might be the keys for you to trying to accomplish that?
yeah. I think we all know that's I wouldn't want to say like a problem, but I do need to cut down on that. I'm not trying to do that. It's hard. It's just hard to hit that ball. But a lot of the hitting coaches say they're not really too worried about it because when I do put the bat on the ball, then some damage is going to be made and runs will be driven in. So they're not too worried about it as long as I'm staying aggressive. Maybe shorten up with 2 strikes. Try to put the ball in play and everything. But I'm trying. It's just I don't know. I don't know if it's like sometimes I struggle or it's just yeah. It's I'm trying to get out of it myself. I don't want to think about it because when you think about it, that's what causes it. So but yeah, definitely moving forward, cutting down the strikeouts because if I put the ball in play, I'm going to hit the ball hard. usually on a barrel, I hit the ball 100 plus miles an hour. So if I could just learn how to put the ball in play with two strikes a little bit better, I think my numbers and everything and helping the team win, everything will just go up.
Because it turns out hitting a baseball is fairly hard. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if you can confirm that, but yeah, I guess I guess strikeouts are just sort of a natural part of the game. And obviously, there's a number of hitters in the big leagues who, strikeouts are maybe part of their game, and yet they're some of the best hitters in the game anyway. Speaking of guys in the big leagues, is there anyone at the big league level that you sort of fashion your game after, or whose swing you're kind of trying to imitate with what you do?
Um, I really like a combo of Mike Trout and Nolan Arenado. I know they're kind of different, but just I like Arenado when he hits off speed. I like how he keeps his length in his swing and he sticks his head through. Like I know it looks kind of funny, but the result you want to get is what he does on off speed. And just Mike Trout, his bat speed is it's electric. Like, and he's been doing it since the day he stepped foot in the big league. So I try to just see like how he goes about his at bats and his routine and everything. I watch all those videos, but probably in the past, growing up, probably Alex Rodriguez and Manny Ramirez. Just I loved how they wanted to do damage in every count, whether it was a 0 count or whether they had two strikes on them. They were trying to do damage. They weren't just trying to put the ball in play. So I like that.
All right, last thing here for you, Ivan. If you were to give your Mount Rushmore of hitters in the current Major League Baseball, out of all current Major League Baseball hitters, you've got 4 names. What would they be?
Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, Manny Machado, and Mike Trout.
Well, Diamondbacks fans love you already, Ivan. The fact that you said
Yeah.
Paul Goldschmidt. So
Well, I watched Paul a lot when I was like 12 through 14 because I played a bunch of travel ball out in Phoenix a lot. So
there you go. There you go.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Ivan. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate that.